Hey everybody, it's me Ian. Welcome to another episode of Assassination Classroom Reviews, even though it's like the second one. Today we're looking at episode 15. Fucking hype, man. It's been 2 weeks since the last Assassination Classroom episode. Y'all all saw how hyped I was for that. So today, I'm gonna try to keep it short for multiple reasons, because my phone's broken and I'm taking a risk by doing this video right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive straight into it. So let's get going. So, this week's episode starts off where last week's episode left off, where Kayano, who we found out is actually has tentacles. She's fighting with Koro Sensei. And so, she's risking her life by doing this because the tentacles are on fire and she's, eating away at her own life while doing this. So, Koro Sensei's like, okay, guys, I'm gonna distract her. I'm gonna have her puncture me in the heart, thinking she got me, and then one of y'all have to catch her off guard so I can remove her tentacles. So they're just like, oh, what are we gonna do? And Nagisa's like, wait, guys, I got this. So Kayano, she stabs Koro Sensei in the heart underneath the crescent moon on his tie. He's like, yes, I got him. And then, Koro Sensei holds her back, and then Nagisa walks up to her, and he does his 15-hit combo kiss on her ass, and I'm just like, oh, damn, I'll drink to that. I was like, oh, fuck, they actually did it, even though I was kind of spoiled on this topic a bit. I knew Nagisa and Kayano were kind of going to be a thing, I just didn't know to what extent. I knew, I just saw a lot of the Kayano x Nagisa shippers, and I always thought that was just, shipping. But in this episode, they actually kissed, so I was like, I mean, they didn't hook up or anything. It was, platonic kiss, or he had to do what he had to do. I just find it hilarious that when that happened, you just see Rio and Karma, they're taking pictures and shit. I was like, why I like Assassination Classroom. So why I like Assassination Classroom. It has a nice blend of comedy and drama and action. And that's what I like in the series. When it can pull off a drama action series, when they can pull a good drama action story, but also have a mix of comedy. That's why I love shows like Noragami and Bungo Stray Dogs and Assassination Classroom. Fullmetal Alchemist 2 kept up with a lot of comedy and stuff, but still had a good action adventure drama military story to it. Just a heads up. Also, I don't know if I a little off topic, but I heard Gate was pretty good. I don't know. Should I watch Gate, guys? Because I know it has it's like an action. It's like a military fantasy comedy, I think. So if you guys have seen Gate, should I watch it? Because I'm debating. I know the second season just ended, so yeah, should I watch it? Just throwing that out there because I want to get into it. So, Assassination Class, and back into that. So, while Nagisa's kissing Kayano, Koro Sensei takes off the tentacles of Kayano, and she's rested. So then, Koro Sensei, he's like, oh, my heart just got injured. I have to wait a while before it restores. So, yeah. And then you see Shiro come up, and he unveils himself. And he shows that he was he's this dude. He's a dude. And that he has a mechanical eye and shit. And we find out later that actually, we find out in this episode, in the second half of the episode, we get to see Koro Sensei's past, where he was actually a human. Yeah, and this has been foreshadowed several times. I remember back in, the beginning, where, Karasuma was maybe this has reminded you of times when maybe you were a human, and Koro Sensei just and at a time when they went on the camping in the field trip, where the girls were like, oh, Koro Sensei, you must have some love stories from back when you were a human or something, and he just he just kind of but now we know shit went down. So apparently, when Koro Sensei was a human, he was the original Reaper. Not the Reaper we saw from episode 8 and 9. Koro Sensei was actually training that Reaper as his student, and he was his teacher. But it turns out that the current Reaper framed Koro Sensei for something, and so he got, locked up. But he actually didn't get locked up. He got experimented on by Shiro. And we find out that, Shiro is technically the one that turned him into what he is today. He tried making some antimatter, and he used Koro Sensei as a guinea pig, basically. And we see Kayano's older sister, the old E-class teacher, who's actually like a scientist there, who like does reports. And it turns out that Shiro, sorry, I forgot what his actual name was. It starts with a K, but I'm gonna keep calling him Shiro because that's what he was. That's what I've known him for the past 35 episodes. So it turns out that Shiro is actually supposed to be marrying Kayano's sister. Her name slipped my tongue too. Shiro is actually supposed to be marrying Kayano's sister to get into like the wealth, and he kind of abuses her when she's like talking to Koro Sensei, because he doesn't like that. Koro Sensei and Kayano's sister, they're hitting it off, but then Shiro's over here like, the fuck, bitch, you supposed to be checking up on him, like, the fuck, he like grabs his clipboard and he's just like, do I need to keep hitting you in order for you to keep on track? And I'm just like, oh, fuck, man, I knew there was something fishy about Shiro, but, when I saw him that episode when he brought in Ituna, I was like, okay, some shit's going down. So, from what we can infer from this episode, Shiro possibly created Ituna as well, using some of the leftover experiments from Koro Sensei. And yeah, that's about it. We just find out, that the teacher, the old E-class teacher and Koro Sensei are starting to hit it off. And yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna get the rest of the backstory later. But I think it's already predictable about what happened, If I was to take a guess, I'm assuming that something goes wrong, and then the teacher, and then Koro Sensei ends up turning into the alien creature that he is today, and it ends up killing Kayano's older sister, and it hurts the explosion goes off in the lab. Like, you've seen the flashbacks in the last episode, and if you've seen the movie, the first live action movie, you've seen some of these scenes. But if I'm just to take a guess, that happens, and then when Kayano hears of the death of his sister, Shiro probably told her what had happened, and that Koro Sensei went berserk or something and killed her. So maybe that was what led her to believe that Koro Sensei killed her older sister, the old E-class teacher. And that's just my theory. I haven't read a lot of the manga, I don't want to get spoiled, so I'm refraining from reading the manga, because I want to see all this shit animated. So yeah, I thought this was a great episode. I forgot about the new opening and ending themes. Oh my god! The next 10 episodes are going to be just one big ride. As I've been hearing from everyone, we have to adapt 60 chapters. 60? 50. We have to adapt 50 chapters into the next 10 episodes. And I believe they can do it. Because we're on what? 140? We're on chapter 135 after this episode? Something like that, I think. So if we can keep this pace up, and if they can cram all those 80 chapters, if they can cram the rest of the chapters into this next 10 episode span, I believe that we're going to get a hell of a good conclusion for the Assassination Classroom series. And maybe it'll be better than the manga. But I heard, some arcs were rushed. I heard the Mother's arcs was rushed. I heard the Reaper arcs was rushed. So, maybe I will have to go back and read it all. Maybe. I'll have to take that 180 chapter journey. But, it's for a good cause, I really love Assassination Classroom. But, yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. So, yeah, overall, I just thought this episode was really good. Hopefully we don't get any more hiatuses and earthquakes, so we can't delay this episode. I woke up this morning at 4:30 just to see the episode, because it wasn't on yesterday, and that was sad. So, that's about it. Thank you all for watching this video. If you like this video, why not consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and we'll see you on next time. Take care.